Hello everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Dave, and on this channel, I love to share my time with you talking a little bit about Lego investment, my Bricklink store, and some general investment. Today we're going to be covering a little bit of the general investment stuff, which is primarily me sharing a whole lot of hauls with you. We've got a whole slew of different items and products and stores and places that I picked stuff up recently from, and I wanted to share all that with you. I do have one fun thing that I'm going to actually start off by sharing with you, which is an amazing gift from my wife. So if you have seen some of our recent videos, you will know that my wife and I have been going back and rewatching The Office. Well, rewatching for me, watching for the first time from her. And we just recently celebrated our 11th year anniversary. She ended up getting me this really cool, it's kind of funny, it's a Little People's collection, so general kids toy, but it's The Office. So we've got Jim, Pam, Michael, and Dwight in here. Thought it was really cool, so I'm going to set this up in the background after I finally establish some kind of a desk moving forward. In the works, much like everything else in this basement. I do continue to make progress, though, and that's kind of king. So that's the first thing. The rest of it, though, it's such a crazy wide range of stuff that I have. I ended up joining a box break of some sports cards. Stay tuned for that. I rifle through the cards. Again, I'm not a big sports guy, but I love the gamble. I love the chase, the hunt. Plus, it was a fellow YouTuber that I wanted to support, so I do have a clip of that in there. I have some new pickups from Target that I'm going to go ahead and share. I managed to join and get into Rudy the Magic Guy's Patreon channel, who I have been in love with the content that he puts out there, the way that he thinks about these cards, the way that he thinks about investment, the success that he has created for himself, and the way that he openly shares all that information. I just find it super entertaining, and I got into his Patreon, which allows me to make purchases directly from him at what I'm going to call as discounted rates versus market price. A lot of new product on there. It's going to drastically help with the diversification of my investment into Magic cards and other trading card games. So I do have a haul from that to show. I did also pick up a load of cards from Amazon. I also have some that I picked up from Meijer. And I think I might have one more box that I'm forgetting about off the top of my head. But we're going to get into that as well. So if you are interested in seeing random packages opened with cool, fun stuff inside, note that I'm going to go ahead and go through all of that stuff during this video. Hopefully you are entertained. I will try and share a little bit of my thoughts along the way with what I did, why I did it. Welcome to my insane world. So Dave's crazy emporium of throwing money out the window. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's putting it somewhere, a cloning factory. That's what we're doing. We're putting our money in a cloning factory. Let's get into this. Here is the next interesting part of one of my hauls. This is a package sent to me by Ogre Breaks. And if I can figure out how to do it, I will make a point to link that channel up above. But really entertaining guy. He does card pack opening sports cards. And for whatever reason, I'm super interested in watching those. He did his first break here recently, in which case he opened a Topps Chrome hobby box and pulled out a bunch of cards. I ended up going into the break to show him a little bit of support, as well as to be a part of the fun gamble or lottery that is opening card packs. So let's go ahead and crack this open. I already know what I'm expecting to see out of here because I was in his live stream where he did his break. However, I thought it would be kind of fun to share all of that with you. So let's see. All right, that's what we got. So we're going to go ahead and start with these, which are probably all our base cards for the most part. Let's see what we got here. So I'm not a whole lot of a sports fan here, but we got some Paul DeJong. I'm just going to flip through these. So I had the St. Louis Cardinals. was one of my teams. And then we've got the Rays was the next of our teams. So, oh, and then the Red Sox. That's right. We had 3 teams in this one. So the last one was the Red Sox. You see, we got a little bit of an insert card here. Just whizzing by these. Kind of a fancy old style card. We got a rookie card here, Tanner Hook. Again, not my strong suit. And then apparently, I'm going to go with this Kevin Kiermaier. Must be someone a little bit fancy because he was sleeved up as well. We're going to go ahead and get into the fancier cards now that were actually sleeved and, I don't know, put in the top loaders. So really nice packaging job. If you're looking to get into a card break, I would say this is definitely the place to go. Had a really good time with them. You can see we've got a Bobby Dalbec? Yeah, sure. Anyways, rookie card. We've got a Dylan Carlson. We've got a Josh Taylor. And then the super exciting card is this Xander Bogaerts. 89 of 99 Captain's Cloth signed card. I do believe this is a non-on card. I think that's a sticker, but it's hard to tell right now. So this was kind of the hit of the box, or case hit, I think is what they called them. Pretty excited to be able to pull that out. $28, that's what we got. That ended up netting us some decent profit by the time we sell this for sure. I think what I was looking is that this card ranged somewhere in the $80 to $100 value range based on comparable comps on eBay. Let's get things rocking by opening our Amazon package first. Was kind of excited to see this pop up. It popped up as a deal. I'm trying to remember the exact price. I know I had a discount coupon available at the time, and so I think this box set, so let me show you the product first, I suppose. Here we have the Kaldheim set booster box from Amazon. Now, some scary stuff out there related to Amazon. I've seen some crazy box opening videos. All I can do is sit on these things and wait and see. I am not going to rip these things open, although I've seen some horrible stories about these things already being pre-opened, pre-searched. Fingers crossed that's not the case with these. But I picked that up. I think it was $90, but I had 25 off. So that dropped it down to $65 plus taxes, so $70 after tax. Amazing deal for a set of set booster box, I guess. Not a collector's edition, which is okay, but I was excited about that. That's the first of the Kaldheim packages that I have. Moving on here, the next one, kind of going along a similar theme, is a package from Rudy the Magic Guy, or Rudy's Magic Store. I'm not sure exactly what it was called off the top of my head. And this is the new Patreon that I joined. And he had a pop sale come up, and it seemed a little interesting. Again, trying to diversify some things and spread myself out. That actually brings up a really interesting idea in my head. So, let me show you what I got first, and then I'll talk about it. I've been kind of eyeballing these, heard a lot of really good things about them. These are Weiss, I believe, trading cards is what they call them. They're booster boxes, so this is a English edition booster pack. We got 8 cards per pack in here, and I don't know how many particular packs there are. What do we got? 20 packs. So about 160 cards inside this box. It is the Fate Stay Night, the movie, Volume 2, Heaven's Feel. So all of the Weiss products follow an anime theme. So each set of their cards, instead of just being made-up items, are all based around or centered around an anime theme, which I thought was super interesting. This next one here is Nazarick, Tomb of the Undead. I think this was the more expensive of the two. I got both of them for what I believe was $249. One of these had a market value from what I was looking up of around $280, and then the other one around $60 or $70. So honestly, already looked like there may be some slight return or increase already. Maybe the price of the higher one was a little off the charts right now, but I was excited to be able to get in on that. So I'm going to circle back around. I was thinking about the incident that I came up with recently and kind of thinking through some of these best case, worst case scenarios. And I think it's going to make a really good topic for a future video. So stay tuned for a video about the great card crash of 20XX. I'm hopeful that I will remember that I called it that. I want to do the video on it. I think it's going to be really cool. Let's get back into these packages, though, because they're not going to open themselves. Next on the list, my Meijer haul. So I went to Meijer, and I have been a lot more picky about which items I pick up from Meijer since they increase the prices of everything somewhere between 10 and 20%. I've shared that with you. However, I was browsing, and back on the shelves, I did find an Evolving Sky Elite Trainer box, which I was pretty excited about. I have hardly seen the Evolving Sky sets, cards, anything, just about anywhere. So seeing this on the shelf, I had to pick this up. It's probably just under going rate. There might be $5 worth of profit in there right now. But if I want to get my hands on a bunch of these, or at least a bunch of this series, I think I need to start kind of accumulating them now because these things are not staying on the shelves. Fingers crossed I'll be able to get my hands on some more. Pick that up. I think that was $45 if I remember right. And next, going with the Topps Chrome. I said I wasn't going to do it anymore. However, they had the mega boxes. It's the different box size than the blaster box. I've got a ton of the blaster box at this point. They did have a couple of these, and I didn't go on Saturday morning anymore. We've got two. And lastly, we have a third one. So I did get 3 of these. These things were $65 a piece, so definitely pretty pricey. I don't even think they come with twice as many as the blaster box in terms of packs, but they do have some X-Fractor parallels inside, which I think is kind of their little bonus for being the megas. I haven't seen these nearly as often, which is why I wanted to take the plunge and pick some up, because the more rare the product, chances are the more it'll end up having as a return later on. I have one last package to share with you in this video, so we're going to go ahead and open that up real quick. This is our Target order. So if you are not aware, I have been stalking Target's website occasionally to find good deals or at least new sets, new products coming out. And I have been fortunate enough to land a few different orders. This time, I ended up getting in on some of these Panini Prism baseball blaster boxes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those. These ones, I don't know whether they're going to end up going crazy or not. It didn't have good reviews. A lot of people are talking about the fact that since they don't have the Major League Baseball license, they don't see these cards carrying as much value. However, I did get them for $29.99 a box, which I thought was a pretty good price, especially since when I go back and look now, even through Target's website, they're $39.99 a box. So makes me feel like I at least saved 25% on them. Hopefully that gives it some room to increase in value over time. But I did pick those up. I also had to take the plunge, and I saw another new product called Topps Crossfire, I believe is how you say that. I think it's the Topps Crossfire. But another new product in essence, and we got the same. We've got a total of 5 blaster boxes of these. These ones I think were only $19.99. I don't know if they're still holding that price or if the price has since gone up on these as well. But it was a brand new product. They did have a limit 5, so I had to pick up what I could, figuring that I need to continue along this trend of trying to acquire a decent position in the sports card market. As you can see, still mostly baseball. Baseball appears to be the most common thing available. I do have a little bit of soccer and football in there. Still nothing on the basketball front. Hopefully this week that'll change, but we'll see what we can pull off maybe tomorrow morning. Those are all the pickups that I have for this week, everybody. I hope you enjoyed running through those with me. I feel like I had a pretty diverse set of cards to share with all of you. Again, ranging from Weiss, a card game that most of you have probably never heard of, one that I have only slightly looked into and heard of as well, but I am excited for nonetheless. We've got Magic, we've got baseball cards, we've got some Pokemon cards in there. Real excited. Hopefully some stuff that I can start tracking, showing you some good returns on, and then stay tuned for what I hope is next week's video, which is the card failure of 20XX, or the card market crash of 20XX. That's what I'm going for. So stay tuned for that. You watch me put my eggs in the basket, and stay tuned next week to hear my thoughts on what's going to happen when it all crashes. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.